So my name's Bethany Koby. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Technology Will Save Us. We create products, software, and resources to instigate learning in the 21st century, and we do that through DIY technology kits, training, and resources. So our kits are essentially vehicles for education. They teach things like soldering, electronics, programming, and design.
Perfect. And what are you doing during London Technology Week?
I'm doing this. I'm going to BBC tomorrow. I'm speaking at the Tech Forum at Excel on Wednesday. There's the Machine Room launch, which is a makerspace down the street from our studio in Hackney on Viner Street, which is amazing. And then on Friday, I'm going to go to sleep. Oh, and something with Barclays as well. Yeah.
Okay, and so the vision that you have, so you're from America, is that right? Mm-hmm. Whereabouts in America are you from, and how big is your product in America?
So I'm from the US. I'm from Los Angeles originally, but I've lived in London for 7 years. I was living in Italy before this, so I've been in Europe for quite a long time. Our products are generally kind of 50% US and 50% UK sales, and then kind of the rest of the world. But our big push in education is mainly focused on the UK. So we have about 50 different schools using our kits, and we have about 10 teacher ambassadors developing curriculum around our kits so that we can get feedback and understand how our kits can be kind of more integrated into all kinds of curriculum, not just tech education.
And how's it been received in London? How's it been received in London?
I mean, it's been amazing being a startup in London, particularly a tech startup with an educational focus. So we're part of the London Hardware Collective, which is a collection of hardware startups that happen to all be in East London. I don't know if all of them are, but a lot of them are. We didn't move to East London because that's what was there. We have always lived in East London. It just so happened that that kind of world has grown around us. And I think the thing that's amazing about being a startup in London, particularly East London, is there's really a platform of sharing. So particularly with hardware startups, which is different than software, you're making physical things. So manufacturing, cash flow, inventory, all of those things are these exciting and very complicated things that businesses have to figure out how to do. And because there's a lot of hardware startups, well, not a lot, there's a nice group of hardware startups in East London, we're kind of sharing best practice and learning and resources as we grow. So, for example, a cloud-based inventory management system that one of our friends is using, we're now exploring using it because they've had great success with it. Alternatively, finding like a digital marketing person that had experience in technology, but particularly hardware, was hard to find. A partner of ours, also a hardware startup, had a platform they were using. They found people. So there's a lot of sharing, which is amazing. And then I think also more important is that there are really significant organizations supporting hardware startups in London. So companies like Google, Nesta, Mozilla, the BBC have been amazingly supportive of what we're doing, which obviously not only makes us feel like we're going in the right direction, but legitimizes and gives us an opportunity to scale in a way that we otherwise wouldn't be able to. So London is a pretty amazing place to have a startup and a hardware business at that.
And how's it been received by Boris Johnson? I mean, he's had quite a lot of input with the tech industry in London. How have you found his response?
So Boris himself hasn't responded, but we have had, so we were with Osborne at a conference that Nesta hosted, who is very supportive of obviously these kinds of shifts within curriculum and also technology being included in education. We've had a lot of interaction with the Cabinet Office, which has also been pretty fantastic. Obviously their insights and their kind of trying to integrate these kinds of new ways of learning into government and helping not only MPs but all kinds of people within government understanding the potential and the ease of which technology can actually be introduced to young people's lives. So that's been also really positive.
And final question, where do you see education reform in the UK going? So do you think there's going to be like a new breed of coders in the next couple of years? I mean, how do you think things are going to go?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer. There has to be. I think the change in curriculum is good. in that it signals an interest and an awareness of the challenges and skills that will be required, not just for young people, but basically for citizens in the world to kind of exist and be able to participate. I don't think it will be what the curriculum is outlining right now. I think there will be lots of shifts, and I think as we become more confident in programming being a tool, not a medium, that it will allow for more creativity to be included within education, and that, you know, our hope is that ICT rooms and computer rooms become as creative as art rooms. We go to a lot of schools and we see these amazing art rooms and kind of creative spaces, and then you walk into the ICT room or the DT room and it's, you know, computers in a row with kind of, you know, spreadsheets on the wall, and that's not technology. Those are computers. That's a very different thing. And so our hope, and I think that we will get there, is that the world of education will view technology as this amazing resource for creativity, not a kind of necessity or a utility.